All right, real quick, real cute. Okay. I just wanted to talk about why I'm chronically single. Because I think a lot of people have that question about me. Like, Corinne don't ever have no man. Corinne got 2 kids and no baby dads. Yikes. Like, what's going on over there? Maybe she got a man she not telling us. No. None of those are the case. Actually, I do have 2 kids and no baby dads. Shout out to them. But anyway, like I said, why I'm chronically single. Number one, I'm very ambitious. Since I've jumped off the porch here, I've gone very, very hard in the school lane and the work lane. As somebody of my age, I've amassed a lot of experience, a lot of different positions, a lot of different experience because I jumped off the porch very, very early. At 18, I was off the porch, okay? In school, I had my master's degree by the time I was like 22, 23. I'm a board member. I'm not gonna tell you which board, but I'm a board member. I've worked at several different organizations. I've been in private practice for a long time now. So I jumped off the page because I'm very ambitious. So that didn't leave a lot of time for romantic interests or pursuits. Okay. So during that time, I was chronically single. I've only been in one relationship that I can name, and that was a time that was doozy. Okay, so that was, rule number one why I'm chronically single, because I did not prioritize romance or relationships. Second one is I'm extremely independent. Yeah, I like to do things on my own. I don't like to wait for anybody. I don't have any patience for hemming and hawing. Okay, I have a hard time trying to work within somebody else's program. Right? And in a partnership, you do have to kind of give and submit to your partner, which I do not have a problem with doing. But if the ambition is not going to match mine, we don't have the same life goals, or we don't have the same life, vibes, I'm not going to wait for you, sweetheart. Yeah. I'm never going to be where you left me at. And, I'm always going to keep moving. Nothing stops. So that intimidates a lot of men from talking to me or taking me seriously in certain type of ways, because they know I'm not going to just sit still or wait for them to do XYZ or offer me XYZ. I'm going to go do it. I'm just going to execute. And that doesn't leave a lot of space for somebody who is more insecure, doesn't really kind of know what they're doing, to kind of fit into what I got going on, because they like, okay, she don't answer the phone. She's always busy. She always doing something with her mom. She always doing something with her kids. She got a lot going on, and she's not really prioritizing me. But, they're not really understanding that if they were independent too, we could just come together on some things. They don't want to come together. They just want to be, pretty much the center of focus, and that's not going to happen. It's just not. You know what I mean? I know how to be a partner, but it's difficult for me because I am extremely independent. Last but not least, I don't really like to date. The last video that you guys will see for this week is me talking about why I don't date. So I'll go into that specifically because I don't want this to be too long. But I don't really date like that. If at all. I've never gotten into that. I know how to do it. I've been on dates. I don't want people to think that either. Like, I just am like a lady of the night, which that'll be another story time. But I don't necessarily participate in dating. I don't really see the benefits in it. And it's difficult to find people who are of interest to me. Like I was saying, like quality candidates to go places with and do things with. Because either they don't have the money, or they don't have the time, or we're just not compatible, right? So I just opted out of that whole thing. Opted out of the whole dating thing. I don't feel bad about it. My life is very full. I am very happy by myself and with my kids. Eventually I will get a romantic partner. I'll be married and all the things. But that's just not high on my priority list. And in order to gain access to that, you do have to date or be open to dating. And I'm just not really that girl. And we'll talk about how I do come across the men that I do come across and the things that we do, later on in some other videos. But yeah, I don't date. So it's like, how do you expect to get somebody if you don't want to participate in that process? And I don't. So that is why I'm chronically single. Also, other things, I am currently single right now. I do not have anybody. My phone is dry, okay? Super dry. If it's not clients or my kids or my mom, it don't ring, okay? Last but not least, also, I am not of the LGBTQ persuasion. Thoroughly love them. I'm an ally, okay? Love the girls down. Love the rainbow down. But I do not like women. I'm not interested in women romantically. I believe that they're beautiful creatures, but I'm not interested. Okay? I'm just not. So that's not another reason why I'm like secretly dealing with women or something like that. That's not the case. Like that's not my thing. I'm not bisexual. I'm not queer. I am a heterosexual woman, but I just have not found a partner. That's all. So I just wanted to cover those things. Okay? Let me know why you single down in the comments. So maybe we can see if we got the same reasons or whatever the situation is. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.